Imagine reliving some of the worst moments of your life involuntarily. This is the daily reality for people who suffer from PTSD. PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, is a mental health disorder that can affect people after a traumatic event. Symptoms may include flashbacks, bad dreams, frightening thoughts, and frightening thoughts. It may also trigger the person suffering uh, to avoid feelings, places, and activities or objects in which remind them of the post-traumatic stress. Due to the nature of the disorder, many veterans of our armed services here in the United States suffered it. Due to this high amount of visibility on the disorder in our armed forces, the two have become synonymous in recent years, resulting in the belief that by many that it is generally a disorder only experienced by members of the armed forces. This, however, is not true, as civilians also experience trauma and therefore are able to have PTSD as well. In the process of researching this speech, I spoke with Staff Sergeant Josh Knauber with the U.S. Marine Corps. After asking him about PTSD in the military, he said, PTSD is versatile and can be experienced by anyone, including those who are not in combat. This shows what a troublesome foe this disorder can be, as the general groups of people you would expect to be proportionately affected may not be the only people in the services who need help, which would obviously go ahead and make resource allocation much more difficult and would prevent many people who need the help from getting help, as they are not sure which people to contact. Uh, and after talking to him a little bit more, he informed me about many of said resources the military has for people has for people. These range from helping with their families, like taking care of children, or other miscarriage counseling, other uh, forms of outreach for members of the military in terms of their personal lives, uh, or uh, or help with the main point of this speech, which is a post-traumatic stress disorder. These resources are advertised to members of the services on bases when they go through their mandatory indoctrination brief. This brief, in which welcomes people onto a base they are now stationed on, makes sure to touch on the resources available to all in the military, and encourages any to visit on-base mental support specialists who are skilled in helping those suffering the disorder. There are also other outreach programs in place to help members of the service who suffer the disorder as well. The Wounded Warrior Project, for example, dedicates itself to helping people with post-traumatic stress disorder in a one-on-one environment in order to help provide assistance to those who fight for us. In conclusion, the military, while still grappling with the effects of post-traumatic stress disorder on many enlisted or other people involved with it, are certainly taking strides in a positive direction to combat this terrible disorder, which affects some of the bravest people who live in our country. And thank you for listening.